Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to my house. In this video, I want to talk to you about a bigger topic, quick start tests that are part of the automated testing framework. And I'm going to focus on it using the Vancouver release that announced there's new quick start test available for knowledge management. So a little background, I've been seeing these quick start tests show up in the past couple of releases, maybe starting with San Diego when I started really tracking these. And I've always had on my list to play with and check, and I just haven't got around to it. So this week, we're going to try it out. Knowledge management is something I'm very familiar with, so this should be pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to do this with you. I've done a little bit of research, but that's about it. So I'm going to hop over to the automated testing framework menu that just disappeared. There it is, automated test framework, and I'm going to go to quick start suites. Now I did install the knowledge management advanced plugin before starting this because before I didn't have a quick start suite for knowledge management, but once I installed the advanced installer, I got the quick start suite. So let's hop over there and take a look at what that looks like. So I've got KM or knowledge management. It is set to not active and you can see everything that it does there. I'm going to click on knowledge management, open this quick start suite. Again, I've never done this before, never played with it, and I can see I'm in the wrong application scope. So let's go out of Justin's house into the global application scope. Looks like it's still disabled. In fact, I need to enable running tests and suites entirely, but let's take a look at this real quick. The description's there, but let's see, these test suites create and edit a knowledge article from feedback task form, article level subscription, knowledge base level subscription. Okay, this seems pretty legit. It has an execution order. Let's just open one of these, create and edit an article from the feedback task form. Oh my, this is pretty involved. Updates a record, opens a service portal page, clicks a button. Wow, we can do that? They can click buttons. Queries some records, opens an existing record, and confirms that UI actions are visible. Holy macaroni. I could definitely use this for some of my applications. Form, standard UI, table, timeout 5 seconds, step config, UI action visibility. This is pretty cool. Okay, let's actually do this. I just want to run through this now. So let's go back out here. It says running test and test suites is disabled. Enable test and test suite execution here. Okay, so I've got a property. The default value is false so that tests don't accidentally run on production systems. Oh, I like that. Okay, got my seal of approval there. Click yes to that. Enabled scheduled test suite execution. Yeah, I don't really need that. Debugging. Okay, I'm going to leave the rest of this alone. We'll just save that and enable the test suite test suite execution. Let's go back to our test suite now. For knowledge management, I think it was still set to inactive and it's read-only. Well, let me change this property even though it's read-only. This test suite cannot be run because it is inactive. It's read-only based on its policy protection. So I gotta copy this, it looks like. So there's step number 1, copy the test suite. God, I hope it copies the tests and the steps in the tests. Okay, this can consist of one or more read-only tests. Demo data is required for the copied test to pass. Refer to the notes field on each step for hints on updating the test to pass with your data. If you have customized the business process associated, I haven't done that, revise the test to match the customizations. Okay, all that makes sense. Thanks for the warning ServiceNow. Now it is copying the test suite, and it's copying individual tests. Okay, all that finished, so it looks like my next step is to go to the copy of the suite. So let's go to the copy. Ha! Got my active button. That's good. 271 knowledge records match the conditions. I haven't set any conditions on this, so I just want to run this test suite. So everything looks like it copied over. Let's just open that first one, just like we did before. Yeah, it's got all the steps and the execution order. Man, this is pretty cool. I can't believe I haven't done this before. All right, so I'm gonna. Ooh, I can just run a test. Oh, did you see that? All right, let's do that first. Let's run a test. Has 9 steps. All right, since I'll start at the very beginning and then we'll go up to the suite if this looks good. So I'm going to run test. The test you have selected includes client-side steps. Choose a browser to run, what does that say? To run this test. Manage your test runners here. Start a new test runner, Cloud Runner. To run tests with the Cloud Runner, install the ATF test generator and Cloud Runner store application. I don't think I've done that. Run test. We can do it anyways. So it's running in my browser. This is interesting. I'm actually going to see it. Oh, cool. Waiting for test to run. Create and edit an article. Knowledge record not found. Oh, that test failed. Taking screenshot. Wow, it gets screenshots. Interesting. So notice here, while we're waiting, performing other activities while tests are being executed can result in those activities being performed by the currently executing user and could be rolled back. Ah, so it's recording what's happening and it's going to undo everything that gets done. So if you go do something else as the same user, what you do might get undone as well. That's interesting. Okay, so I was just sitting there and nothing was happening. It was on this screen. I clicked on this menu. That didn't help me at all. I clicked on this. It didn't take me anywhere. So I went back to this tab and I can see stuff failed, succeeded, and canceled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to go to the results. Kind of disappointing that it left me sitting there waiting. But that's okay. My time's no big deal. Did attach some screenshots. And I can see the successes. This step did not execute because of a failure in a previous step. Record query deprecated. No matching records. Okay. So that was step number 5. Alright, let's go back to... you know me, I gotta fix things. Let's go back to step number 5. Alright, there's the test steps, and validate that there's at least one record in KB feedback matching the query. Alright, so this is what's broken. Validate there is at least one record in the KB underscore feedback table matching article is an assist ID. Okay. So let's just grab. So I don't know what's in that table, KB underscore feedback, so let's go check that, see if there is, yeah, so I've got a couple, oh, all the articles are empty. Well, duh. Okay, let's go ahead and set the article on one of these to Microsoft Outlook issues, check that one. Now I'll go back to my test right here. And step number 5, which was failing, we'll just change that condition filter to look for that Microsoft Outlook issues, which now that should be true. So we'll update that. And now I want to run my test again because this is fun. So run test. It sees Chrome, that's good. So, okay, so I guess what's happening here is I could run my test in the cloud. You can't see it. I'm now seeing it. I couldn't see it before. There's a little radio button right there where I could be running this in the cloud if I had it. I don't think I could do that on my PDI, probably not, because you can't get store apps in your PDI, but we'll check here after this. So we're going to run in Chrome version 117. Didn't know I was on that version, but we'll run test. And is it? Ooh, it's using the same window as before. Interesting. Oh no, knowledge record not found. Darn it. Failed 100%, go to results. Did I not update that right? So it's interesting, this little test runner window just stays open. So this tab is just open, okay. Alright, so it failed again on step number 6. Alright, step number 5 passed. Okay, let's go take a look at step number 6. I'd like to get one of these to pass, just for fun. It's turned out to be more work than I thought. Okay, this one. Validate that there is at least one record in KB feedback task matching the query. The query is, feedback is from step 5. Okay, so it's using a previous step's result. So I need to create a feedback task on that thing that I have. Okay, so let's go back to history. Let's go back to knowledge feedback. Let's open this knowledge feedback right here. And how do I create a task? Anybody know? Someone telling me? Okay, so knowledge administration properties. I can create an actionable feedback task when an article is marked as not helpful. Okay, that I can do real quick. So knowledge management. Do I have a knowledge management properties? Let me refresh my menu real quick. Oh, there we go. I was missing my knowledge menu. Alright. Properties. Alright. Good grief. Create when an article is flagged according to the portal and workspace only. or when it's marked as not helpful. So I just got to flag it. Okay. In a workspace. So let's go to ServiceNow's workspace. Hopefully I get the nice same knowledge article that I picked for that before. I think it was Outlook issues. All articles and Microsoft Outlook issues. So I want to flag it in a workspace. Where can I flag? Flag article. There we go. Testing ATF quick start. Flag article. All right. Article has been flagged. Ooh, I hope I saved that property. I don't think I did now that I mention it. Knowledge feedback management properties. Let's scroll to the bottom. Oh no, it was already activated there when it was flagged. So I should have a feedback task now. FB underscore feedback underscore task dot list. Not FB. KB underscore feedback task dot list. I do. Okay, then we get to do our test again. So let's go back to our history. Man, this is being a longer video than I thought. All right, here goes our tests, and there goes all the stuff. So we should get past step number 6, and yeah, let's do it. Run test. I'm gonna do it in Chrome, and that's gonna start in this window here. We get to watch it again. It failed again. Good grief. I'm getting irritated. Oh, I need to update that step. You know, I'm just thinking here out loud, like having specific data within a test step isn't really a test because you're just testing that specific data point. I want to test all possibilities of a data point. So I'll just leave that out there. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with me or you think I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm happy if you tell me that. That's fine. I'm just getting to know this thing. So open existing records, step number 6. Is that what failed before? Hold on. 1224 was the latest one. It failed on step number 6. No records matching query. Feedback equals. Okay. So go back. Test steps. Number 6. Also, that deprecated thing is concerning me. Step config deprecated. Use the new record query step. Okay. So someone on the quick start has deprecated content in there, which is interesting. All right. So validate there is at least one record in KB underscore feedback task matching query. Feedback is from step 5, the first record that was returned. Delete that one. Okay, so I think that this one doesn't have a feedback task because that's the original one I did. But look at the dates here. So this is the one that was originally there from February 2019. Here's the one I just did for October 16th, testing the ATF quick start. So I'm going to get rid of the old one because it's only returning the first record. And that way now it'll find this one, which should be linked correctly. So, okay, if I'm right, let's go back to our test. We will run test, watch it over here. And actually, I'd just rather watch it here because that is a bunch. Any changes? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that doesn't do me any good here, but knowing the % complete. So while we're waiting, actually that might be done. Might be it. Let's go. Yes, we're 100% succeeded. Okay, good. So I finally have used a quick start test, and I've made enough changes to it in order for it to complete successfully. I think my opinion now of this is what I would have liked to have seen is before it started querying stuff that it creates a knowledge article, publishes the knowledge article. Oh, you know what? Maybe it does. Let's see what step this was in the. Let's go to the actual test results. We got to go way back. Test step, test suite for knowledge management. I just did this first one, which was the first one. Actually, oh, you know what? Create and edit an article from feedback task form copy. Okay, well, here or there about the order of things. This looks like out of order and whatever. So, okay, so this isn't as quick start as it seems, but what I would have liked to have seen for that particular step that I tested is that it created the article, published it, then goes and flags it, and then that creates a feedback task if that setting was set, it was, and then runs through the rest of this. But that's a lot of stuff in order to run, and a lot of stuff to prepare. So overall, I think it's pretty cool. Now I want to play around with testing my stuff, like maybe after an upgrade, making sure my stuff is working. And so there's a feature to auto-generate them, but I bet I'm going to need some plugin. But anyways, that was Vancouver version of Knowledge Management Quick Start Test for Automated Testing Framework, or ATF. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in automatically testing their ServiceNow instance. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.